Hello and welcome into the Crisler Center, Ann Arbor, Michigan. You're listening to WCBN Sports' this coverage of Michigan basketball. I'm Alex Miller, alongside me, Charlie Mitchell. Michigan welcomes the Purdue Fort Wayne Mastodons to the Crisler Center. Non-conference matchup, Horizon League squad in the Mastodons. Wolverines look to get back on track after back-to-back losses by a total of 3 points to Oklahoma and Arkansas at neutral sites. They get a chance to take one at home against a mid-major squad.
Yeah, Michigan's coming off two absolute heartbreaking losses to two SEC schools. Michigan hopes to get back on track against a pretty tough opponent, non-conference opponent in Purdue Fort Wayne. There are two non-conference games against UCF and Penn State. Both played those teams deep into the game. Not a pushover for opponent for Michigan over here. Purdue Fort Wayne, they're led by their two guards and Jalen Jackson, Rasheed Bello. Jackson leads the team with 18 points per game, and this Purdue Fort Wayne team likes to shoot the ball. They will put up as many shots from the perimeter as possible, and they are definitely going to challenge Michigan on the perimeter throughout this game.
They absolutely will. The one drawback, perhaps, to the Purdue Fort Wayne optimism is they start two forwards, Maximus Nelson, Eric Mulder. Both stand 6'8". Obviously, on the Wolverine side, the pair of 7-footers, Danny Wolf, Vlad Goldin. Goldin, he's playing probably his best basketball of this season in the maize and blue. Massive game in the loss against Oklahoma, but Michigan a huge size advantage on the block, on the glass, something to keep an eye on in this one.
Yeah, Vlad Goldin struggled very much at the start of the year. It just couldn't seem like he could finish the ball well, and last couple of games he's been a lot better at finishing the ball. He's dunked the ball inside a lot, and Danny Wolf and Vlad Goldin in a pick and roll scenario has been unstoppable for most teams. Michigan's going to look to establish those two early on, hopefully, and if Michigan wants to get this game, wants to play well in this game early on, they got to run it through those two guys.
Usual starters for Michigan: Trey Donaldson, Namari Burnett, Roddy Gale Jr., Danny Wolf, Vlad Goldin. On the Purdue Fort Wayne side, their usual five is out there: Rasheed Bello, Jalen Jackson, Charlie mentioned them. Quentin Morton Robertson, one of the other guards, missed their last game out against Defiance. He's back in the lineup today. And then Maximus Nelson, Eric Mulder, the two forwards for Purdue Fort Wayne under John Kaufman. The Mastodons don't go super deep into their bench. Corey Hadnot's playing nearly 23 minutes a game off the bench. Chandler Cutthroat plays about 17. Other than that, nobody else plays over 10 minutes. It's really these top 7 guys. But as you've talked about, they can shoot the basketball, and they'll need to shoot the lights out to hang with Michigan here on the road.
Yeah, Michigan's coming off a game against Oklahoma where they kind of struggled to defend on the perimeter a bit in some parts of that game. There was the controversial foul call on Fears at the end of the game. Again, Michigan needs to defend the three ball well, and for the most of the season, they did so. But last two games, they've been challenged on the perimeter, and other teams have had success.
Wolverines struggled mightily at the three-point line against Oklahoma. Obviously, in the 1-point loss, one more down, you win that game. If you just shoot 25% from three as a team, you win that ball game. Wolverines couldn't do that on the season. They're shooting now 33.7% from range. That number was a lot higher before the last 5 games or so.
Yeah, and efficiency-wise, Michigan has been the best inside scoring team in the country. So if Michigan could just shoot a 30% clip from three, they should be able to win most of these games. They are an incredibly strong team inside, with thanks to that 7-foot duo in Wolf and Goldin.
Here we go, both teams on the floor here in Ann Arbor. Once again, the starters: Bello, Jackson, Morton, Robertson, Nelson, and Mulder for Purdue Fort Wayne. Donaldson, Burnett, Gale Jr., Wolf, and Goldin for the Wolverines. Goldin will jump it up with Eric Mulder. Here we go, 40 to play in Ann Arbor. Goldin wins the tip back, knocked it over Trey Donaldson's head. He'll run it down in the backcourt. Donaldson will bring it up. He's matched up with Quentin Morton Robertson. Swings it up, Danny Wolf high on the right wing. Gets a screen to Mari Burnett, uses it to his left. Now another Goldin screen to his left. Wolf spins, picks it up top of the key, swings it right corner to Mari Burnett. Jabs right, swings it up top. There's Donaldson. He'll swing it back. Burnett, right wing three is up and down to Mari Burnett. Opens it up for Michigan, 3-0 Wolverines.
Michigan with an early three again. We've talked on in that Oklahoma game. They struggled. And Mari Burnett getting established early. He struggled in those 2 games against the SEC schools. Gets one early on here.
Rasheed Bello, left wing, uses a screen to his right. Down the elbow, inside pass, caught there by Mulder. Underneath the trees, he goes up and finishes. Mulder for 2. 3-2 ball game.
Pick and roll screen right there. Goldin just got out of position, allowed the guy to roll to the basket.
Trey Donaldson swings it back. Namari Burnett, he swings it right corner. Roddy Gale Jr. looks inside for Goldin, doesn't throw it. Now high post, Wolf inside, Goldin. And Goldin couldn't finish, got fouled by Mulder. Good entry pass from Danny Wolf. 3-2 Michigan.
Nice high-low action by Danny Wolf and Vlad Goldin. One of the hardest things to stop, combinations to stop in the country so far.
Vlad Goldin will go to the charity stripe. Shot well there against Oklahoma. On the season, Goldin up to just under 68% from the free throw line. He'll shoot a pair. 3-2 Michigan, 19 minutes to play here in the first half in Ann Arbor. First free throw from Goldin, up too short off the front iron. Quick substitution for the Mastodons. They'll go to D'Angelo Elise. Only plays 9.2 a game this season.
Yeah, and that's Purdue Fort Wayne's biggest guys. They obviously see the problem with their 2 bigs right now against Michigan's bigs. So they look to make the adjustment, putting in the bigger guy right there.
Goldin splits the pair, got the second. 4-2 Wolverines. Bello swings it back for Morton Robinson. Now he leaves it up top for Jalen Jackson. This is the leading scorer for Purdue Fort Wayne. Jabs right, goes right, past Roddy Gale Jr. to the block. Can't finish it over Wolf. Rebound Goldin. Namari Burnett up the right side now. Swings it to Wolf down the alley. Floater up in the lane. Banked it in. 6-2 Michigan. 18:32 to go here in Ann Arbor. Bello will bring it up the right side. Sends it up top, Elise. He hands it back for Bello. Moving to the left wing. Now crossover goes back to the right wing. Moving screen. Called on D'Angelo Elise.
Yeah, and that's a quick foul on Elise right there. I mean, if they want to match up in the interior with Michigan, they gotta keep the fouls to their big men low.
So on the bench, Mulder already has 1. Elise came in for him. He picks up 1. 6-2 Michigan, 18:19 to go in ticking. Wolf has it left wing for the Wolverines. Swings it to the right elbow for Roddy Gale Jr. Drives down the alley, lays it up and in off the glass. 8-2 Wolverines.
Another great dish there by Wolf. He's been active in passing wise so far this game. Great passing for a big man for his size.
18 minutes to play. It's up top. Morton Robertson crosses over to his right, swings it right wing for Bello. Now Jackson drives down top. He kicks it to the left corner. There's Morton Robinson. He'll reset it up at the Michigan logo. Swings it right wing, now back out Bello right wing. 10 on the shot clock. Bello drives left, crosses over to his right. He's at the elbow. Step back midi to the right of the elbow. The lefty misses it off the iron. Danny Wolf the rebound.
And for a Purdue Fort Wayne team that likes to shoot the ball from the perimeter, no three-point attempts so far.
Wolf down the right lane. Now swings it back out to Namari Burnett, top of the key. He jabs right, goes right. Wolf cuts down, catches the pass, flips it up and in with some English. Couldn't finish. And it'll go with Purdue Fort Wayne off the glass. 8-2 Michigan, 17:27 to play here. A little bit of full court pressure from the Wolverines. Namari Burnett will let Rasheed Bello, the senior from Chicago, Illinois, catch the basketball. He'll bring it up, double screen, uses one to his right. Now goes downhill, good inside out dribble, wraps it around the baseline. Now he brings it back out of the free throw line. Bounce pass inside, Elise left block, Wolf's on his shoulder. Elise working the footwork, goes underneath the basket, spins back, kicks it back out, turned it over. Roddy Gale Jr. intercepts the pass. He throws it ahead of bounds. Beautiful, threads the needle. Donaldson dunks it home. Just got it over the rim. 10-2 Wolverines.
Yeah, Wolf did a great job in the interior, walling off to Elise. He just throws a bad pass, gets intercepted by Roddy Gale, and they're just able to go in transition right there.
Morton Robertson pull up three off a screen, no good. Rebound Wolf. 10-2 Michigan, 16:45 to go. Roddy Gale Jr. enters the post. Vlad Goldin couldn't catch it. Elise knocked it away. Morton Robertson comes out with it. He swings it right wing. Jackson pump fakes. He has Wolf on him. Crosses over to his left. Drives down the lane. Stumbled. And a traveling violation called on Jalen Jackson. 10-2 Michigan.
Yeah, and the special thing with Danny Wolf on the defensive end of the ball, at least, is you cannot. A lot of teams want to switch off into a big on a pick and roll, and Danny Wolf's just a guy that can just hold up and every single time. He makes a play right there. He gets switched on to Jackson, and he's able to force a turnover.
Purdue Fort Wayne without a point in the last 2 minutes 40 seconds. 7-0 Michigan run over that span. Will Cheddar checks in, as does Sam Walters, as does Reuben Jones, there with Donaldson and Roddy Gale Jr. Donaldson has it right wing, now enters it to the short corner to Roddy Gale Jr., back to the basket. Swings it to the left corner, there's Sam Walters. Left wing now, he swings it up, Trey Donaldson. Back to Walters, he catches and fires, left wing three is way short an air ball, and it goes off Roddy Gale Jr. That might have been tipped, but shot way off from Walters. 10-2 Michigan, 16:09 to go first half.
Yeah, Walters the last couple of games has struggled a bit from the perimeter. He hasn't been able to get in the same flow as he did in the start of the year. It's good. Hopefully he can get it going in the future.
Jalen Jackson buckles Gale with a crossover right to the cup. Tough move from Jalen Jackson. 10-4 Michigan. 15:50 to play. Roddy Gale Jr. catches right wing, hands it behind him, Sam Walters. Walters surveys, sends it to Will Cheddar on the left wing. Cheddar picks up his dribble, sends it to the corner. Walters, he'll bring it out. Sets up top of the key, swings it right wing. Reuben Jones, he'll drive down the baseline, steps back in the mid-range. And an offensive foul as he knocked into Jalen Jackson, called on Reuben Jones. That'll bring us to the under-16 media timeout. 10-4 Michigan, 15:34 to go here first half. You're listening to WCBN Sports, the official student radio, the University of Michigan.
I mean, early on here, Michigan's shooting the ball at 66% of the field. Of course, they've made 1 3, great, which is already improvement from their last performance. Pretty good defensive effort from Michigan so far in this game. They have ran Purdue Fort Wayne off the 3-point line, and that has been Purdue Fort Wayne's recipe of success this year. They shoot a lot of threes, and in games where they've been successful, they've been able to convert a lot of those chances.
So far, Purdue Fort Wayne 2 for 6 from the field, just 0 for 1 from 3-point range. The Wolverines 4 for 6 from the field, 1 for 2 downtown. Goldin 1 for 2 at the charity stripe.
And of course, the main story with this Michigan team has been the turnover issues. In a lot of these games, that has been the reason. I mean, as someone has just won their little fan contest for a Meyer gift card.
Yeah, Fan had 30 seconds to get a layup, a free throw, top of the key 3, knocked them all down.
Yeah, but Michigan with 2 early turnovers here. And with this Michigan team, when Michigan starts turning the ball over, it seems like to cascade across the team. I mean, if there's some possessions I can remember in the TCU game, and especially the Arkansas game, Michigan had 3 or 4 possessions in a row where they turned the ball over and they just have not been able to, just couldn't get a shot off. So it's going to be interesting how Michigan handles that so far. Purdue Fort Wayne's averaging 9 steals per game, so definitely they are definitely a team that can take the ball away from this Michigan squad.
Against Oklahoma, the Wolverines only turned the ball over 10 times. Problem was they shot 4 for 28 from 3, 14.3%, lost by a point. Obviously, Jeremy Fears, the tough and 1 4-point play to tie the game, hit the free throw to eventually win the game for Oklahoma. But if you had told me Michigan was going to play that Oklahoma team and win the rebound battle by 5, only turn the ball over 10 times, I would imagine that they win by a wide margin. Didn't happen. 4 for 28 from 3-point range.
Yeah, and this Michigan defense started off the season very well, and they were testing those last 2 games, and they struggled in many parts of those games, especially defending guards. It's going to be interesting to see how Michigan can defend this pretty good backcourt by Purdue Fort Wayne.
Back to action momentarily for the Wolverines. Reuben Jones, Trey Donaldson, Sam Walters, Will Cheddar, Danny Wolf. For Purdue Fort Wayne, Morton Robertson, Rasheed Bello. In there now, Chandler Cuthrell. Along with also off the bench, Corey Hadnot the second. He catches left wing, drives past Walters, stops at the block, swings it right wing, open 3, catch and shoot. Morton Robertson off the iron, rebound Reuben Jones. 10-4 Michigan, 15:15 to play here in the first half. Wolf catches it, top of the key, hands it Reuben Jones, top of the key. He drives down the right lane off a Cheddar screen, swings it back out Wolf. Now back up top Cheddar, he hands it to Wolf. Wolf crosses over, goes down the left lane, stops the free throw line, sends it back Donaldson. Donaldson drives in the left lane. Good steal from Cheddar, lays it up in left hand, left side for Donaldson.
As you mentioned, Cheddar opened that wide open. Got a wide open lane right there for Troy Donaldson. Michigan goes up 8 points early on here.
To the lane, Bello can't spin it home on the left side with some spin. 12-4 Michigan, 14:43 to play. Walters right wing. He sends it up, Reuben Jones on the left side. Jones jabs left, goes right. Now resets it right wing, swings it up top. Donaldson on the left side. Crosses over, Cheddar catches, swings it, Reuben Jones. Right wing 3, wide open. Got it! Reuben Jones for 3, 15-4 Michigan, 14:23 to play in the first half.
Yeah, Reuben Jones is the guy that struggled to find a shot so far this year. Probably Michigan's best on-ball defender. The last 2 games he's made a 3. And as he gets knocked over on the screen there, but he misses it, and Michigan gets a rebound.
Rasheed Bello missed the 3 after Jones fell down. Wolf, left wing, pump fake to 3, drives down the lane, step step through, reverse it, up and in, Danny Wolf! Man, oh man, that's a guards finish once more for Wolf.
And this is what makes Danny Wolf special. Has the guard skills as a 7-foot big man. Everyone's talked about it. He's a guy. He is an absolute game changer for Michigan and a absolute unique talent within college basketball. I mean, he just took a guy off the dribble for a reverse layup. You do not see that out of many big men in college basketball.
Excellent move for Danny Wolf. 17-4 Michigan. 13:57 to go here in the first half. Timeout taken by John Kaufman. It'll be 32nd timeout here in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, and Purdue Fort Wayne 0-3 so far in this game. We've talked about that was going to be their main way to win this game if the three-point shots can hit. Michigan has done a perfect job in running them off the line or giving them bad looks. They had a good look with Morton Robertson, just couldn't convert.
17-4 Michigan, 13:57 to play in the first half. Purdue Fort Wayne without a point last 2 minutes. Michigan a 7-0 run over the last minute 13, 14-2 run over the last 5 minutes. 17-4 Wolverines, under 14 to go here. Purdue Fort Wayne basketball. Had not the second, will trigger it in. Gets it in, Jalen Jackson high in the logo. Justin Pippen in there matched up with him. He's guarding him at the logo. Jackson drives right. Pippen called for a foul, I believe, on the floor.
Yeah, it looks like Pippen got called for on the floor foul right there. Pippen's been worked more into the lineup ever since the start of the season. This coaching staff really likes what they see from him.
Pippen 3 first half minutes against Oklahoma and against Arkansas. Against Arkansas, took one shot, a three-pointer, buried it. It's into Rasheed Bello at the logo, gets the screen moving right from Mulder. Bello drives down the lane, loses his handle. Ball loose on the floor. Will Cheddar to the floor, and a jump ball called.
Yeah, it's going to go to the possession. It's going to stay with Purdue Fort Wayne right there.
He got tied up there with Mulder, I believe. Was Mulder and Cheddar to the floor. 17-4 Michigan, 13:39 to go here in the first half. Jalen Jackson will trigger it in on the right side of the baseline. He surveys, gets it in. Mulder, right wing, hands it off to Jackson. He whirls around, goes down the left lane. Good step through move, can't lay it home. Rebound, Will Cheddar. He'll set it up with Pippen on the left side. Here comes the freshman, Justin Pippen. Pippen swings it right wing. There's Walters. Walters picks up his dribble. Now Wolf, top of the key, swings it over Will Cheddar. Pass low. Cheddar squeezes it at the block M. Now at another pass tip, Pippen ends up with it. Bello had a hand in there. Odd possession here for Michigan. 10 on the shot clock. Pippen used the screen. It was right from Cheddar. Sends it back. Cheddar. Catch and shoot three. Pick and pop. Good. Will Cheddar from the left wing.
That's a tough three-point shot. That was contested out there in the perimeter. Will Cheddar is able to convert right there.
Other way go. Purdue Fort Wayne. Open three in the corner. No good. Corey Hadnot the second. Missed it long on the left side.
Michigan got lazy right there. Corey Hadnot can absolutely bury it. And it looks like an illegal screen called right there on Michigan. It's going to go back to Purdue Fort Wayne.
Danny Wolf handed the ball back to a slipping Sam Walters and moved his feet there as he tried to set the screen. 20-4 Michigan, 12:53 to go here in the first half. So far, all Michigan. Wolverines on a 10-0 run, 17-2 run as well. 4 of their last 4 from the field. Maximus Nelson back in the game for Purdue Fort Wayne. He catches it, now leaves it Jalen Jackson with Danny Wolf on him left wing. Sends it up top for Hadnot the second. Hedge on the screen from Will Cheddar. Reuben Jones back on him. Up top, there's Mulder. Mulder looking for a handoff and a foul committed by Justin Pippen. He tried to quickly double the ball. Slipping away was Morton Robertson. Foul on Pippen, his second. 20-4 Michigan, 12:37 to play here in the first half.
And LJ Kaysen, the guy who has not played in the last 2 games for Michigan, is going to come into the game for Justin Pippen.
Kaysen can be a spark plug offensively. Has shot the basketball well so far in his freshman campaign. Hadnot will be the inbounder on the left side. He gets it in. There's Jalen Jackson. Sam Walters on him at the logo. Jackson used the screen from Mulder to his right. Will Cheddar switches on him. Up top, Mulder to the left side now. It ends up with Morton Robertson. He drives baseline, sends it back out. Morton Robertson gets it back from Nelson. Drives down the lane, spins up. Danny Wolf with the block.
Again, I've talked about Danny Wolf's ability to switch on guards. He got switched on there twice. Was able to make the recovery and swats the ball from behind. 3 seconds left in the shot clock. Tough. It's going to be tough for Purdue Fort Wayne to get shut up here.
Gets in, Morton Robertson, fadeaway three, too long, air ball, rebound Danny Wolf. Wolf will bring it up himself the right side, sends it Kaysen, open three on the right wing, good! The freshman comes off the bench and buries a triple, 23-4, Michigan, 12:07 to go here, first half.
Yeah, Kaysen's been absent for the last 2 games. Michigan's already hit their 3rd three of the game. 4-3 actually, 4 of 5 after struggling from the perimeter against Oklahoma.
Jackson down the lane, bumps into Cheddar, and the finish. Strong take from Jalen Jackson. He blew by LJ Kaysen, barreled into the help defender Cheddar, finished through the contact. 11:57 to go here. 23-6 Michigan, and Jackson will shoot the and one after the break.
Yeah, that ends a scoring drop for Purdue Fort Wayne right there. They have struggled mightily from 3, 0 of 5 from 3, 13 of 3 from the field, 3 turnovers. Michigan's defense has showed up so far after 2 games where they were really challenged and struggled.
23-6 Michigan, 11:57 to play here in the first half. You're listening to WCBN Sports, the official student radio of the University of Michigan. I'm Alex Miller, alongside me Charlie Mitchell. We'll have you the whole way through on this one. So far though, all Michigan, the Wolverine offense clicking. They're at 9 for 11 from the field, 4 for 5 from 3.
Yeah,
hard to lose a ball game when you're shooting that well.
Very balanced output for Michigan so far right here. Leading scorer is Danny Wolf, but I mean, only players who have come out in the game that haven't scored yet are Sam Walters and Justin Pippen. Great team effort so far.
Wolverines getting it done on both sides of the ball. Purdue Fort Wayne just 3 for 13 from the field. The Mastodons, who shoot it very well from 3, around 38% as a team, 0 for 5 from 3-point range so far. And it's all Wolverines, 23-6 Michigan at the under 12 media timeout, 11:57 to play here in the first half.
Danny Wolf working hard on the boards, already has 5 rebounds. He is nearly averaging a double-double so far this season, 12 points, nearly 10 rebounds.
Very good crowd on hand here in the Crisler Center, much better than I thought it would be for an over break game. Upper deck pretty busy, lower bowl pretty busy. Good crowd on hand to watch these Wolverines, and even with the 2 losses by a total of 3 points, Michigan's 3 losses on the season, total of 5 points to Wake Forest, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. But this fan base behind Dusty May's squad in year 1 of the May era, good crowd even in this game over winter break.
Yeah, a lot more energy behind this basketball team compared to even early stages last year where there were sort of glimmers of hope. A lot of excitement about this Dusty May team. I think a lot of the people may see the potential so far of this team. Even though they slipped up these last 2 games, they are excited about this basketball team going into Big Ten play.
23-6 Michigan, 11:57 to go here in the first half. Wolverines doing it at all 3 levels. So Jalen Jackson just got a 2 with a foul from Will Cheddar. He'll shoot the and one free throw here. It's Walters, Kaysen, Reuben Jones, Goldin, and Wolf for Michigan.
One concern early on as Jalen Jackson converts his free throw. One early concern for Michigan right here. 5 fouls already.
Kaysen looking to get it in, couldn't do so. Full court pressure from Fort Wayne. Was looking for Wolf, was looking for Reuben Jones. Kaysen took the timeout. So still 23-7. Michigan timeout, 32nd one. 11:57 to go here first half. For Purdue Fort Wayne, it'll be Rasheed Bello, Jalen Jackson, Quentin Morton Robertson, Maximus Nelson, and Eric Mulder. Starting 5 for the Mastodons. 23-7 Michigan, 11:57 to go here, first half. Kaysen will try to trigger this in once more from the baseline for Michigan. See if Mastodons, John Kaufman's squad goes to the full court pressure again. They do. Jones, Walters, Wolf all down there in the half court. Kaysen will inbound once again.
Michigan still
sends it up for Wolf. He catches it at half court, taken away from behind from him by Jackson. Turnover for the Michigan. The pressure works here first try. Morton Robertson, right wing, swings in the corner. There's Bello. He dances, swings it up top. Jalen Jackson drives at the left lane, shows ball, fades back to his right hand. Baby hook, no good. Rebound bounces around. Kaysen squeezes it.
Yeah, again, Danny Wolf's main flaw this year has been turnovers. He's averaging about 4 a game, man, right there. Just got the ball stripped from him on the pass, and a foul's going to be called on the inside on Purdue Fort Wayne.
Wolf was at the elbow looking inside to Vlad Goldin. Foul called on Rasheed Bello, his first. That'll bring in Chandler Cathrell for him. 23-7 Michigan, 11:32 to play. Reuben Jones will inbound from the right baseline. Wolf catches moving downhill back. Was looking for Reuben Jones, who didn't have his feet back in bounds. Jones let it go. He's hobbled a little bit as he walks to get a substitution. Maybe rolled an ankle.
Yeah,
another turnover there for Danny Wolf.
Yeah, 2 quick turnovers by Danny Wolf right there. Not what you want to see from him so far this game. He can be so special with the ball, but that has just been his major issue this year so far.
Rare 4-guard lineup for Michigan. Kaysen, Donaldson, Burnett, Roddy Gale Jr., and Vlad Goldin. Bello brings up the right side, goes down the baseline, resets it to the right corner. Now drives back into the middle of the court, leaves it behind Jalen Jackson. Now Morton Robertson left wing. Morton Robertson uses a screen to his right from Mulder, drives down past Goldin, reverses under the basket, still has his dribble, sends it left side. There's Bello, back up top, Morton Robertson, pump fake, Goldin blows by him. Three-pointer, up and down, Morton Robertson for 3, 23-10 Michigan.
First 3 of the game knocks down for Purdue Fort Wayne. They're shooting 1 of 6.
Trey Donaldson swings it to Mari Burnett on the left wing. Sends it Donaldson right wing. Thought about a 3, dribbles down the lane, inside out dribble. Now resets it back out, crosses over. He's on the block, puts it up, drew a foul, and right into Rasheed Bello.
Big foul right there. Rasheed Bello picks up his 2nd foul. He might, again, Purdue Fort Wayne runs light benches. He might sub out right here. That is Purdue Fort Wayne's 2nd lead scorer in Rasheed Bello.
23-10 Michigan, 10:43 to play here in the first half. Trey Donaldson will go to the free throw line. He's shooting it 67.6% from the stripe. Michigan has struggled a little bit this season from the charity stripe. A really strong game there against Oklahoma. Donaldson knocks down the front end.
Yeah, the funny thing with Michigan is even with Dusty dating back to the John Beilein era, this is a team that in Michigan that's just never shot that well from the free throw line. They've always seemed to struggle in that department. Hopefully this improves as the year goes on.
Second free throw from Donaldson, up and down. Caught the back rim, front rim, then through the hole. 25-10 Michigan, 10:43 to play here in the first half. It gets in there to off the bench Chris Morgan, the redshirt sophomore. Just played in 10 games, only 7.6 minutes per game. Jalen Jackson drives to the left side, puts it up with his right hand, spins it home through 2 Michigan defenders. Tough finish for Jalen Jackson. 25-12 Michigan. It's with Donaldson right wing.
Jackson up to 7 points. He has over half of Purdue Fort Wayne's points.
Donaldson down the lane, can't finish. Goldin on the follow, stuffs it home with 2 hands.
And they're going to review this for a possible goaltend.
I believe that's the call on the floor, no basket. Offensive goaltending on Goldin. 25-12. Get a replay here on the Jumbotron. That's close. Might have been off the front rim, but it'll be a goal. Offensive goaltend. Stays 25-12 Michigan. 10-10 to play here first half. Jackson swings it right wing. Morton Robertson catch and shoot 3 off the right side. Rebound squeezed by Roddy Gale Jr. 10 minutes to play. 25-12 Michigan. Gale Jr. leaves it behind him. LJ Kaysen on the left wing swings it Donaldson right wing. He skips it back too high for Roddy Gale Jr. Tried to skip it. Right wing to left wing, too high, turnover Donaldson.
Getting 6 turnover for Michigan. It was just an errant pass. I mean, it was just a difficult pass. He should have made a cross-court pass to, I believe, Roddy Gale. Just sailed on him.
25-12 Michigan, 9:53 to play here in the first half. Jalen Jackson will bring it up. He's joined by Morton Robertson, Hadnot the second, Nelson, and Mulder. Jackson drives down the right alley, scoops it off the glass. It's pinned by Goldin, a block for Vlad Goldin. Here comes LJ Kaysen, swings it right corner for Gale. Back to Trey Donaldson up top. Michigan slows it down. Burnett left wing into the post. Too high for Goldin, another turnover. Mulder there, or excuse me, Nelson to haul in the pass. Here comes Morton Robertson right side.
7 turnovers again. That is a column that Michigan has struggled all year and that continues to be an issue this game.
Left corner 3, up off the iron, no good for Nelson. Just a little too strong there. Another skip ahead for Kaysen that was tipped, ends up with Donaldson. Michigan a little careless with the basketball here. Roddy Gale ripped through to go right, got fouled by Corey Hadnot the second. 25-12 Michigan, 9:11 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, Michigan, no field goals in the last 3 minutes, and that's not because Michigan has shot the ball poorly. They're shooting at 75%. It's just they haven't gotten a shot off due to turnovers. It's been, again, a major problem the last couple of possessions.
Goldin catches the inbound, short corner right side, jabs right now, goes right to the baseline, sees a double team, ball knocked out of bounds by Jalen Jackson, who doubled Goldin along with his teammate Eric Mulder. They'll stay with Michigan. They'll have it on the baseline to left of the basket. 25-12 Wolverines, 9:05 to play here in the first half. Will Cheddar quickly to the scorer's table. He'll grab LJ Kaysen. So it's Goldin, Cheddar, Burnett, Gale Jr., and Donaldson for Michigan. Morton Robertson, Mulder, Nelson, Lewis, and Jalen Jackson for Purdue Fort Wayne. Amari Burnett catches top of the key. Now puts it on the floor, drives left. Jackson in his grill. Burnett spins, tough fadeaway to the right hand. Good, over the top, tough shot, and Amari Burnett. 27-12 Michigan. Jalen Jackson drives past Burnett left side. Now resets it, uses the screen to his right from Mulder. Sends it left wing into the game there. That's number 2, Trey Lewis. He crosses over on Gale Jr., drives in the left lane, has to put up a tough shot and gets it to go. Trey Lewis, the Ferndale, Michigan native, back in his home state, gets a tough 2. 27-14. Michigan, 8:25 to play here. Burnett into the post to Goldin, skip pass, wide open, left corner 3, Donaldson, good! Trey Donaldson for 3, great. 30-14 Michigan.
Great ball movement right there. Goldin could have had a chance inside, decides to finds the wide open man in Trey Donaldson, and Trey Donaldson was able to knock down the shot. He has been Michigan's most consistent guard so far this year.
Jalen Jackson swings it right wing. Morton Robertson puts it on the deck, stumbled, sends it back out. Jalen Jackson, right corner 3 for Lewis, no good. Ball bouncing around. Cheddar got a hand out. It couldn't squeeze it. It ended up with Mulder. He leaves it behind him. Morton Robertson. He splits 2. Now wraps it back out. Jackson, right wing 3. Off the back iron. Gale Jr. the rebound. 30-14 Michigan. 7:45 to play here. Gale Jr. down the lane into Jackson. Offensive foul on Roddy Gale Jr. Jalen Jackson takes the charge. And look, this Purdue Fort Wayne team trails 30-14, but Jalen Jackson, 7 points, 3 for 8 charge there. Largely been himself for Purdue Fort Wayne.
Yeah, he has been the only real source of offense for this Purdue Fort Wayne team so far. 1 of 10 from 3. Again, this is usually a Purdue Fort Wayne that shoots around 38% from 3. I mean, not a just absolute torrid start from them from the perimeter so far this game. And Michigan, 7 of 8 on their last 8 field goal attempts. When they are able to get a shot off, they're going. But again, their main issue is with the turnover department and not being able to get the shot off whatsoever. And throughout the season, Michigan, another small issue for Michigan this year has been offensive rebounding. They have definitely given up a lot more offensive rebounds than they would like, and that has given them issues so far this year.
Champions of integrity.
Wolverines 5 for 6 from 3-point range so far today. The Mastodons 1 for 10 from downtown. We said at the top of this broadcast, if Purdue Fort Wayne wanted to make this a game, they'd have to shoot the 3 at the high clip they've been shooting it at all season, maybe even better than that, 38%. But not today, 1 for 10. The Wolverine defense has been stout so far, inside, outside, all over. Michigan leads 30-14, 7:43 to go in the first half. You're listening to WCBN Sports, the official student radio of the University of Michigan. I'm Alex Miller, Charlie Mitchell alongside me. Thank you for joining us for this one.
Yeah, and Michigan has forced Purdue Fort Wayne into a lot of isolation basketball. I mean, they've only 0 assists so far in the game, but from Purdue Fort Wayne, they have not been able to get guys open on the perimeter so far. And Michigan's forced them a lot of tough shots so far this game.
They have a big part of that. The Wolverines have size over the Mastodons at nearly every position. The guards even for Purdue Fort Wayne. Jalen Jackson stands 6'2", Rasheed Bello at 6 foot. And Quentin Morton Robertson just 5'8", comparison to the Michigan guards. Donaldson, the smallest on the floor, at 6'3". Amari Burnett, 6'5", and Roddy Gale Jr., 6'5". Wolverines have a little bit of size, a little bit of length at all 5 positions in the starting lineup. It's been a big part of their efforts on defense today. Back to it here in Ann Arbor in the Crisler Center. 30-14 Michigan, 7:43 to play in the first half. It'll be Trey Donaldson, Amari Burnett, Will Cheddar, and Danny Wolf, Roddy Gale Jr. for Michigan. On the other side for Purdue Fort Wayne, Morton Robertson, Rasheed Bello, Maximus Nelson.
Yeah, Maximus Nelson's a guy, one of the forwards for Purdue Fort Wayne. He gets a lot of shots off. The last couple of games, he's averaging about 6 threes, shots from the perimeter per game, and nothing so far early in this game. Have not been able to establish him whatsoever.
Trey Lewis, Eric Mulder also in there. Nelson catches it, leaves it behind him. Deep three for Morton Robertson. Rolls off the iron. Rebound Trey Donaldson. 30-14 Michigan.
Yep.
7:17 to play here.
Morton Robertson loves shooting a three-point ball. Only 1 of 6 so far this game. He has struggled mightily.
Gale Jr. inside Amari Burnett. Sends it back out. Will Cheddar will reset it. Hand it off to Donaldson, left wing. Donaldson surveys, skips it to Gale, right wing. Inside, Will Cheddar. He can finish. Nice extra pass from Roddy Gale Jr. 32-14 Michigan, under 7 to go here.
Yeah, Michigan takes, I believe, their biggest lead of the game. They're up to 18-point lead so far here in this game. Great play right there. Great ball movement. It's just something that Purdue Fort Wayne has not been able to get any open look so far this game.
Rasheed Bello catches it, top of the key, puts up a 3 off the back iron. The Mastodons cannot buy a three-pointer right now. And Amari Burnett down the right side, picks it up, leaves it Cheddar. Now Wolf, he hands it off. Trey Donaldson, left wing 3 is good. Everything that can't go down for the Mastodons is going down for the Wolverines. 35-14 Michigan.
Yeah, Trey Donaldson up to 12 points. He's hit 2 threes, and Michigan has 6 of 7 from 3 after an abysmal performance in Charlotte against Oklahoma.
Timeout for Purdue Fort Wayne. The Wolverines on an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes. They're 4 for the last 4 field goals. Up to 6 for 7 from downtown, 13 for 16 from the field, over 80% in both departments. That's a method of winning you a lot of ball games. You can shoot it that well.
Yeah, and I mean, again, if Michigan can make just one more three-point shot, I mean, they shot 22% in Charlotte. They win that Oklahoma game. And, well, and if they keep it, I mean, tonight, just about everything Michigan's put up from the perimeter has fallen. I mean, it's just night and day with this team. Again, great improvement from the perimeter this game so far. And as Michigan has really just dominated this half so far in this game.
35-14, 6:18 to play here in Ann Arbor. Jalen Jackson will be the inbounder on the right side for Purdue Fort Wayne. Chandler Cuthrell in there as well. He gets it into Rasheed Bello. He'll set up at the Michigan block M at the logo. Use the screen from Mulder to his left. Will Cheddar switched on, and Bello dances. Now picks up his dribble, leaves it back behind him for Corey Hadnot the second. He drives into Sam Walters. Now kicks it out to the right wing. Driving down the lane goes Cuthrell. He picks it up, couldn't get to the square. Back out Jackson, jabs right, goes past Amari Burnett, leans into him, flips it up, goes over the backboard, but he draws a foul. Jalen Jackson to the charity stripe. 35-14 Michigan, under 6 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, and Jackson has been aggressive so far this game. He has been the real only source of offense so far for Purdue Fort Wayne this game. Just they have not been able to get anything to fall on the perimeter, and Jackson has been aggressive going to the basket. And he's been able to draw some fouls and convert on a couple of layups.
First free throw up and good for Jackson. Brings the deficit back to 20. 35-15 Michigan. 5:56 to go. Jackson on the year, 75% free throw shooter. Second free throw up and pure. Nothing but net on both shots. 35-16 Michigan. And a full court press comes on here from the Mastodons. They get it into Wolf, does Michigan. He'll leave it back to Trey Donaldson, who will walk it up. Rasheed Bello matched up with him. Donaldson sets up left to the block M logo. Amari Burnett catches off a screen, hands it back to Donaldson, and an offensive foul called on Burnett as he barreled into Rasheed Bello, who's trying to chase Donaldson around the handoff.
Yeah, that's the 4th offensive foul called against Michigan. Again, that's been a major source of their turnover so far this game.
Maximus Nelson will check in. He'll grab Chandler Cuthrell. So it'll be Bello, Jackson, Hadnot the second, Nelson, and Mulder. Bello works on Donaldson, goes down left. Wolf switches onto him as Donaldson goes out to Nelson, puts up a 3 off the iron and the glass, too short. Rebound, Danny Wolf. He'll push it ahead. Leaves it behind him to Amari Burnett, top of the key. Burnett has a Wolf screen. Wolf slips it. Burnett swings it right wing. Trey Donaldson. Donaldson will set it up now. 18 on the shot clock. Skips it across to Amari Burnett. Now Will Cheddar, top of the key catches. He skips it, right corner. Sam Walters went to drive down and stepped out of bounds, put his right foot back to try to accelerate, and he stepped on the sideline. 35-16 Michigan, 5:15 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, and Justin Pippen's going to sub in here. Michigan with foul troubles with their guards so far in this game. It's going to give extended minutes to Justin Pippen for probably for the rest of the half.
Pippen, Burnett, Cheddar, Burnett, and Wolf, and Walters. Bello drives down, now leaves it into the post for Mulder. He's working on Sam Walters, barrels into him, spins to his right shoulder, swings it back out to Bello. He swings it left wing, Jalen Jackson. Jackson working on Amari Burnett. Got Burnett in the air with a shifty crossover, tried to enter the post to Mulder, kicked the ball, hit the foot of Danny Wolf. Boy, that was a shifty move there from Jalen Jackson. 35-16 Michigan, 4:50 to go, first half.
He's the only real guy that's been aggressive for Purdue Fort Wayne, and yeah, that great move right there to get himself freed up. Just couldn't convert on the shot, lost control of it a bit, kick ball. Purdue Fort Wayne still retains possession, and there's going to be a quick foul on Amari Burnett right there. That's going to be his second. Michigan with 9 fouls in the first half already. They have been called for a lot of whistles so far in this first half.
Jackson was the inbounder, got it into Mulder. Mulder handed it back to Jackson. And then Jackson got fouled as he ran around the handoff. Amari Burnett picks up his second. Jalen Jackson back to the stripe. He's 3 for 3 there today. 75% shooter on the season. 35-16 Michigan, 4:49 to play here in the first half in Ann Arbor. Front end is good. Jackson earns the second. Bello, Jackson had not the second. Nelson and Mulder for Purdue Fort Wayne. Second free throw spins around, toilet bowls down. 35-18 in favor of Michigan. So Purdue Fort Wayne now in the bonus as they were there. That's how Jackson went to the line. No field goals for the Mastodons in the last 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Michigan 4 for the last 4 from the field. Michigan breaks the four-court press. Roddy Gale Jr. down the lane, up with the right hand and in. 37-18 Michigan, 4:40 to play.
Yeah, Michigan was just able to break the press, and there was just no one back there for Roddy Gale to go straight to the basket. Gets a quick, easy bucket right there.
It's up top with Bello. He swings it right side for Cuthbell. Gets it back now. Uses the screen for Mulder. Inside to Mulder. Back out, open three. Cuthbell, he doesn't take it. Drills past Roddy Gale Jr. Up top, Rasheed Bello. Open three off the extra pass. No good. Back iron. Danny Wolf up sky high for the rebound. He'll push the pace. Swing it up, Sam Walters left wing into the corner. Justin Pippen, left corner three is up and down. Justin Pippen for three. The freshman buries one. The Michigan Wolverines cannot miss from downtown. 40-18 Michigan. 4 to play.
That's just his second basket of the season. He's hit 2 threes, hit one in Arkansas, and Jalen Jackson with a nice move to free himself right there. Gets an easy layup.
Jackson spun at the right elbow to his left hand, left the defender in the dust, and got two into the post. Cheddar stops, and he traveled. Shuffled the puppies as he tried to set his feet and pump fake. 40-20 Michigan, 3:46 to play, first half. But the Michigan Wolverines are shooting the lights out here in Crisler. 83% from the field, 7 for 8, 88% from downtown.
I mean, again, night and day with how this Michigan team is shooting. Abysmal performance on the perimeter against Oklahoma. I mean, they had pretty good looks in that Oklahoma game. They just could not convert. Here in this Purdue Fort Wayne game, 7 of 8, 87% from three-point line. They cannot seem to miss, and well, I mean, Purdue Fort Wayne is just the complete opposite. 1 of 14 from 3, 7%. Cannot, and again, Purdue Fort Wayne is a team that's lived off the three, and they're so far they're dying off of it as well. I mean, they cannot seem to get open looks in the perimeter. A lot of these are moving shots, a lot of contested three-point shots. Michigan's just prevented any good looks in the perimeter, and well, Purdue Fort Wayne's died because of that so far this game.
I mean, the Mastodons 7% from 3, Michigan 88% from 3. Mastodons 1 for 14, Michigan 7 for 8, and that tells a big part of the story here today. 40-20 Michigan, 3:46 to play in the first half.
Yeah, Michigan's lead has swelled up to 20, and that's with Vlad Goldin, Michigan's lead scorer so far this season. 1 point. I mean, Michigan has not needed to go to him. It's been a very balanced scoring effort, and well, Trey Donaldson's led the way so far. He is 4 or 5, 12 points, hit 2 threes, and so far, Michigan's just not needed that production from Vlad Goldin or so far in this game to really take control.
And as we suspected at the top of the show, the size has been a big issue for Purdue Fort Wayne. Michigan winning the rebound battle 18-4. Wolverines also have 9 assists to none for the Mastodons.
And yeah, again, one of the big issues so far this game for Michigan is 11 turnovers. Will Cheddar just had that last possession right there for travel. I mean, Michigan is shooting 83%, only 18 shot attempts compared to Purdue Fort Wayne's 27. I mean, if this Michigan team can just be more conservative with the ball sometimes, this team should be able to beat most of the teams in the country.
And I think if you watch the 2 games that they've just lost, the 1-point loss to Oklahoma, 2-point loss to Arkansas, a Michigan fan should be encouraged by how this team has looked. Obviously, both close contests to 2 really tough squads. In both those games, especially Oklahoma, Michigan was in position to win. A couple things go differently, they do, and that's basketball, but has been a really encouraging couple of games and how they've played, how well they've been able to execute offensively against top teams. Jackson down the right lane, skips it, left corner, open 3 for Hadnot the second, no good. Mastodons cannot buy one. That was a good look for a good shooter. Hadnot shot it at 47% from 3. The other way, Pippen, left corner 3, good. 43-20 Michigan.
Brutal swing right there for Purdue Fort Wayne. Gets a wide open opportunity from Corey Hadnot. Corey Hadnot's a guy who could absolutely light it from the perimeter. And it looks like there's going to be a foul assessed on Purdue Fort Wayne. Michigan's going to shoot free throws right here. No, Michigan's going to retain possession. Looks like foul underneath the basket on the 3-point shot by Justin Pippen. Michigan's going to get the ball back, too.
43-20, Pippen will trigger it in. Sam Walters, catch and shoot 3, right wing. He got it! 6-point possession for Michigan.
That's just
46-20 Wolverines.
About a 9-point swing right there. Purdue Fort Wayne missing the easy 3-point shot. Michigan gets it in transition. Hits 2 threes, back-to-back threes of the possessions. And this game, and I mean, Michigan's, they're going to rule that a long 2 right there by Sam Walters.
Jalen Jackson wiggles into the lane, puts up a floater in front of the free throw line, got it to go. 45-22. Into the post, Goldin. Mulder fell down. Goldin lays it up and in. 47-22 Michigan.
And it looks like Mulder is shaking up on the end of that play. Looks like he's going to get up. He's gonna limp off the court right there. Just hate to see it.
Mulder seems to be weak on the left leg. Seems to be an ankle injury. Wish the best for the junior forward. 47-22 Michigan. 2:56 to go here in the first half. Maximus Nelson will come in and get his fellow starter Eric Mulder. 47-22 Michigan. Wolverines 8 for 9 from 3 after the Pippen make. Walters, as you said, the long 2. Jalen Jackson will bring it up. He's got 15, has been excellent offensively. Gets a screen and switch from Wolf. Jackson drives on the baseline, skips it corner. Hadnot swings it up top. Now one more back out to Nelson. He leaves it behind him. Morton Robertson. Now to the right side. Here comes Cuthrell into Wolf. Crosses over. Now back to the basket. Swings it up. And down the lane goes Hadnot the second. He swings it right corner. Catch and shoot 3. Morton Robertson. No good at the end of the shot clock. Rebound Danny Wolf.
1 of 16 for Purdue Fort Wayne. Again, Michigan shooting 89% from 3. Can't convert right there. That percentage is going to go down. Gale gets the rebound, puts it back up, and Michigan he converts.
Offensive rebound, Roddy Gale Jr. He put it up for the 2.
That's just Michigan's first offensive rebound in the game, too. I mean, again, in a lot of these shots, Michigan has converted. I mean, they're shooting 82% on the game, so not a lot of opportunities for an offensive rebound.
Left side, Nelson. He swings it up top, Morton Robertson. Around the horn it goes. It ends up with Cuthrell right wing. He'll hand it behind him. No, he'll keep it. Drive pass. Goldin gets to the cup, lays it in. It rattled around. Eventually dropped 49-24. In favor of Michigan. 1:36 to go. Justin Pippen has it. Swings it to Walters on the right wing. Walters enters to Goldin. He catches, rips it through, stuffs it with 2 hands. 51-24 Michigan. Wolverines on pace to hit the century mark in this one.
Yeah, Michigan nearly up to a 27-point lead. It's been an absolute dominant finish to the start of the first half right here.
Jalen Jackson has it left wing. Roddy Gale Jr. on him. Jackson drives down the left lane, gets past, lays it up with the right hand, left side. Tough move, tough finish. Jalen Jackson has 17. He's been everything for this Purdue Fort Wayne effort. 51-26 Michigan, 57 seconds to play. Roddy Gale Jr. drives down the lane into the corner. Sam Walters, left corner three, good! 9th three of the ball game for Michigan. First one for Walters. 54-26. It's all Michigan here in the Crisler Center.
Pretty pass right there from Roddy Gale underneath the basket, able to find wide open man Sam Walters in the corner, and he absolutely drills it.
Cuthrell, step back three on the left side against Goldin. He got it. Second three down. Chandler Cuthrell.
Yeah, and he got a Wolf isolated in the perimeter right there. Not while Danny Wolf's the guy you can switch on into the perimeter. Just Wolf does not have the same agility on the perimeter. He gets beat. He can't really recover, and he gives up this 3-point shot.
13 seconds on the game clock here in the first half. Now 10. It's into the corner. Roddy Gale Jr. drives in, skips it. Walters, left corner three again. No good. Goldin the rebound. 4 on the clock. Puts it up. No good off the back iron. It's squeezed by Nelson, and that'll do it for the first half. Michigan 54, Purdue Fort Wayne 29. The Wolverines light it up at home. 78% from the field, 75% from three. 3 for 4 from the stripe. An explosive offensive half for Michigan.
Yeah, Purdue Fort Wayne actually ends that half on their probably best offensive stretch. They have hit their last 3 field goals, and I mean, Michigan just kept. Even with that, they couldn't keep pace with Michigan. Michigan converting on the perimeter a lot in that second half. Sam Walters with one long two and a three. Justin Pippen with 2 threes, and I mean, even when Purdue Fort Wayne can generate some offense, Michigan just responds with their own volleys from the perimeter.
Run you through the numbers here at the end of the first half. For Purdue Fort Wayne, Jalen Jackson leads the way and then some. He's got 17, 6 for 11 from the field, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Mostly doing it himself. This Purdue Fort Wayne team is without an assist. The other scorers, Cuthrell has 5, 2 for 2. He had a 3. Morton Robertson has 3, 1 for 8, 1 for 7 from 3-point range, and then a 2 for Eric Mulder and a 2 for the Michigan native Trey Lewis. On the other side, Michigan, everybody who's been in, all 10 have scored. Donaldson the only one in double figures with 12, 6 for Gale Jr. and Pippen, 5 for Cheddar, Burnett, Goldin and Walters, 4 for Danny Wolf, and 3 for Kaysen and Reuben Jones.
Just a dominant half for Michigan right there. I mean, they have been incredibly efficient so far in this game. They have converted all their 3-point shots, a lot of which they generated offensively, and they've been able to get those shots open. I mean, the only issue with Michigan this first half has been some turnover issues. A lot of offensive fouls, some lazy passes, a couple charges. It's just been an overarching issue for Michigan this year. They absolutely need to clean up going forward if they want to be successful going into Big Ten play. But again, this is a very balanced attack so far for Michigan. Again, with some of that, if you look at the last 2 games, Michigan's guards in those games struggled quite a bit. Namari Burnett and Roddy Gale both had their stretches where they turned the ball over and they couldn't buy a basket. And so far this game they played well. It's just they just need to cut down on the turnovers issue. Justin Pippen and Namari Burnett in the first half both picked up 2 fouls. Michigan wants to keep that at a minimum, especially since Purdue Fort Wayne's offense runs primarily through the guard duo of Jackson and Bello. Bello, which struggled mightily from the first half. 0 of 5, 2 fouls, just could not, 0 assists, just could not get anything going that first half.
54-29 Michigan through 1. It's been a dominant half for the Michigan Wolverines. We'll step away briefly here for halftime. We'll be back for the second half momentarily. You're listening to WCBN Sports, the official student radio of the University of Michigan.
Here comes will conclude with 10 minutes remaining in the second half of today's game. Remember to stay in the blue by keeping your blood alcohol content at .06 and below. Michigan fans, if the Wolverines record 6 or more steals during today's game, visit your local oldest kitchen. Before the next game, it's a Steals for Snackers to receive a free side of Snackers. Let's welcome back to the floor, your Michigan Wolverines!
Live from Ann Arbor, this is WCBN FM Ann Arbor, returning for the second half for the Michigan-Purdue Fort Wayne game. Michigan returning from a dominant first half. They shot 78% from the field, 75% from which are from three, coming up from an abysmal performance against Oklahoma from the perimeter in an absolute gut-wrenching loss. Again, Michigan, dominant first half. They really controlled the entire, from the tip, and they have played great defense. They've held a very potent Purdue Fort Wayne team who averages 84 points per game so far. to only 29 points in the first half on 33% shooting and 2 for 17 from three. They come over like 54-29 lead. Alex, what was your opinion on that first half?
I mean, Michigan largely dominant in all levels, but obviously what stands out is the Wolverines 9 for 12 from three to the Mastodons 2 for 17. And this Michigan team, as you said, had struggled from three their last couple games. And the other big number, and this was one I sort of expected to see in a game where Michigan starts 2 7-footers and Purdue Fort Wayne's 2 forwards stand 6'8". Michigan leads the rebound battle 22-5. And between that kind of shooting, that kind of dominance on the glass, it's tough for Purdue Fort Wayne to make this one a game. And that's how it's been.
Yeah, now we're moments away from returning from the second half. Michigan will get the ball first. They had the possession arrow at the end of the first half. They're looking to extend their lead even further. I mean, they're up about a 25-point lead already. Ended the first half on a hot note with a couple of big shots from three. And coming back from the second half, Purdue Fort Wayne is going to bring out Bello, Jackson, Morton Robinson, Nelson, and Elise. Again, Elise, not a guy who gets a lot of minutes, coming in to match up size-wise with Danny Wolf and Vlad Goldin. Michigan bringing in Wolf, Donaldson, Burnett, Gale, and Goldin, their normal starting lineup. And now we're moments away from starting right here.
D'Angelo Elise in there in the place of the injured Morton and Eric Mulder, and that gives another inch of size, but keeps them with two bigs to match the two bigs of Michigan. Even if Elise stands 6'9", Nelson stands 6'8", to the pair of 7-footers.
Burnett to inbound the second half. And Burnett will get it into Donaldson in the back court. Burnett at the top of the key. Wolf takes a screen for Burnett, goes around the horn, passes inside, wide open dunk for Vlad Goldin. He gets an easy shot. Michigan off to a great start in the second half so far.
Good find out of the pick and roll. 7-footer to 7-footer, easy two for Goldin.
Now Purdue Fort Wayne working the key. Morton Robertson driving in the lane, probing, goes outside. Bello passes it out to now that gets deflected. Wide open. Bello will take a shot, can't hit. Purdue Fort Wayne with a quick out right there. Burnett pulls up from three. He nails it. Michigan has been able to find the bomb that all game long, and Burnett keeps it up right there. He's up to 8 points so far in this game. And Bello takes the ball, driving down Donaldson, probing. Look inside, looking for a man, passes out to Jackson. Jackson on the top of the key. Bello fakes the shot, steps back, takes a shot off the heel, rebounded by Donaldson. And he's going to take it up court. Quick pass to Burnett. Finds Gale inside, dishes it off to Goldin, and he lays it up and in. Michigan up with a strong start to this first half. It's a score of 61-29. Wolverines with a 32-point lead. And then Morton Robinson dribbles it inside, looking for a man. Finds it, dishes it off, and D'Angelo Elise, the guy who does not get a lot of minutes, gets a nice basket on the inside on the layup. Wolf, pick and roll, finds Burnett wide open in the corner, can't hit. Rebound, tipped out. Rebound by Burnett, puts it back up, falls out all of his hands. Michigan will retain the basket, knocked out his hands while driving to the basket.
It's a good idea by Burnett there off that tip, try to dump it inside, but Gale Jr., I believe it was, cut in instead of staying where he was, three-point line, and it stays with Michigan. But Amari Burnett, a pull-up three a few moments ago. That's a confident shot in transition for Burnett, and Michigan just getting everything they want on offense.
Donaldson's going to inbound it into Wolf. Takes the screen from Wolf, passes out to Burnett. Burnett to Wolf. Trying to work something inside of Goldin. Gets a nice pass inside. Gale was able to convert, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. Michigan will not shot for Gale will not count. Michigan will get the ball, will retain the ball with a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Donaldson's going to inbound it to Goldin, gets up to Wolf at the top of the key, passes to Donaldson. He's going to take a shot with open, and it rims out. Going to pass it up to Jackson in transition corner. Jackson working around, drives in. Pat finds a man in Bello. Bello to Morton Robertson. He can't convert. He has struggled mightily all game so far. And Wolf's going to take it up court. Gale drives in, gets by, and he's fouled on the floor again.
Tough shooting night for Morton Robertson. I mean, Michigan also just playing at a blistering pace as they always do, and just have been able to get really good looks in transition.
Donaldson will be the trigger man. 23 seconds left in the shot clock. 17:27 left on the clock. Michigan up 61-31. Donaldson on the top of the key will get the ball from Wolf, will get the ball out to Wolf. He's going to drive in, gets the ball stripped, and Michigan will retain the possession with 13 seconds left in the shot clock.
Good hand there by Jalen Jackson to tip it out of the big man Wolf's hands. I mean, Jackson has just been really excellent for Purdue Fort Wayne on both ends.
Donaldson passing inbound. Looks like Goldin's going to post up, drives it, puts it up, and it will fall. Vlad Goldin active early here in the second half. He has 2 quick buckets. It's going to be Bello take the ball up for Purdue Fort Wayne. He's going to drive on Wolf. Got the ball deflected by Donaldson, able to keep it. Bello skips into the corner. Find the top of the key. Ball, a bit of a sloppy pass right there. And Jackson's going to bring it up. He's going to get stripped, and Wolf's going to take it up the full court. Wolf looking for an open man. Donaldson for 3 in transition, can't convert. Gale with the rebound, puts it back up and in. Michigan with a 65-31 lead with 16 minutes left in the second half. And Donaldson, and then Jackson going to drive in, dishes it out to Bello. Open look, takes it, can't convert again. Purdue Fort Wayne struggling from the perimeter. Finds a wide open man in transition. It's Gale with 2 back-to-back baskets. He's been active here in the second half.
Good quick outlet. Goldin got it out to Burnett, who just flung it ahead to Gale Jr. And Michigan can just beat you in transition. That's exactly what they're doing right now. This is just a phenomenal offensive showing by Michigan. Roddy Gale Jr., nice job there running the break, and previous one getting out of the block, off, getting the offensive board, putting it back up. Michigan size, speed, athleticism, everything showing up here. They're dominating 67-31 Wolverines.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a timeout right here. I believe Purdue Fort Wayne called a timeout right there. This is not the under 16-minute timeout, so that will come up after this break. Michigan has continued to dominate, and they have ballooned their lead up to a 36-point lead. I mean, Michigan has barely done anything wrong so far in this game, besides some early turnover issues. Is there anything else that stands out to you in this game so far?
I mean, again, the rebound battle, the deficit is just booming there even further. 28 boards for Michigan, 6 rebounds total for Purdue Fort Wayne. Michigan got their fourth offensive rebound for Gale Jr. there, and it's just so hard to win a game when Michigan has countless second possessions. Purdue Fort Wayne can't get one to save their lives, and especially when Michigan already is so fast in transition and getting stops. Just if you dominate the rebound battle and control possession, it's just so hard for an underdog team to win this game. But the main challenge for Purdue Fort Wayne is they're 2 for 21 for 3. I mean, it's just you can't win a ball game when you're shooting threes at the volume they are. 21 of their 38 shots from downtown, and 2 for 21 just not going to be good enough really ever, and especially against a team like Michigan that has just been lights out all over the court.
Yeah, and so far in this half, Michigan, again, I mean, they shot about 75% from 3. They've cooled off a bit here in the second half. They've been able to establish the balls well inside so far with Gale and Goldin. So, again, Michigan can win in other ways. Purdue Fort Wayne heavily dependent on the three-point shot, and that has just not been there whatsoever so far this game.
It hasn't. I mean, I will say I've just been so impressed with Jalen Jackson. Got 17, 6 for 11 from 3. 6 11 from the field, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. He's just been very impressive with what he's been able to do. Seeing a lot of attention from this Michigan defense, and has still been efficient, getting to the cup, creating stuff, just very crafty, very quick, and been a fun player to watch. And I mean, obviously Purdue Fort Wayne trailing by nearly 30, but I really can't imagine where they'd be without Jackson's individual scoring for his 17.
Yeah, I mean, if Jalen Jackson is not in this game, Michigan may be already putting some subs in for long-term this game. And Jackson will be the trigger man out of the timeout. Purdue Fort Wayne the ball, 16:08 left in the clock. 67-31 is the score. Michigan leading. Bello on top of the key will get out to Jackson. Jackson matched up against Wolf. Passes it out. Pitt takes a shot, and it's off the front iron. Jackson tries to track it down. Cothrell took a three-point shot. It was short. Michigan will get the ball, and that will initiate the quick under 16-minute timeout. Michigan will have possession out of the timeout. Again, not a long session of play there before the early timeout. Again, to talk more about Jackson, I mean, 17-0. I mean, Purdue Fort Wayne still does not have an assist in this game, which is crazy. And they're getting, again, the rebounding margin is 25-6. Again, Purdue Fort Wayne hasn't had many opportunities to rebound the ball because Michigan has converted on 75% of their shots. This is still that's still a massive department. Again, Michigan has prevented offensive rebounds for the most part this game, and really create opportunities offensive rebounding themselves to get them scoring the inside.
I mean, Michigan has really dominated every single facet of this game. If you look at the box score, the only category they're trailing in is in the turnover department. 11 turnovers for Michigan, only 4 Purdue Fort Wayne. But part of the reason that the Mastodons have turned it over so few times is how little they've had the basketball. And it's just been Michigan has just been so efficient. Look, the Wolverines they're not going to shoot 63% from three-point range every game, but I mean, we talked during, back in the John Beeline era, there's a lot of talk of your team lives and dies by the three-point ball. On days you're making threes as a team, you can beat anybody. You go to a March Madness game and nobody's buying one, you're just going to struggle to score the basketball. And I don't think that's as true with this Dusty May team. Danny Wolf's been very good inside, so is Vlad Goldin. You have other guys that can get to the cup, but obviously the loss to Oklahoma, they stayed competitive even in a game they shot the three terribly. But if this team can shoot the three combined with all that they do on the offensive side inside, it's just a huge boost. And they've got guys that have shot it at a high clip in their careers at past schools. Even this year, they can pull it together and shoot the ball like they have today in a matchup against a top 25 team down the stretch of this season. It goes a long way.
I mean, yeah, Michigan, I believe, efficiency-wise, is the most efficient team inside, and they just need semi-decent shooting to really complement that to be an almost unstoppable offensive team. And again, with Oklahoma, we saw what could happen if this Michigan team can just not buy a basket from the outside, and that, again, they nearly won that game. And okay, Gale's going to trigger it inside. He's going to get bringing up court out of the timeout. Defended by Bello. Gets it to Wolf on the top of the key. Looking for a man inside. Lobs it in. Gale gets the ball, and he slams it in. Ronnie Gale active inside so far in this game. He has 6 points in the second half. Michigan extends their lead to 69-31 with 15:30 left on the clock. Bello, top of the key, gets it to Morton Robertson. Morton Robertson looks for Cuthwell on the perimeter, matched up against Goldin. Gets it inside. Jackson, matched up, defended by Gale. Working around the perimeter, Cuthwell. Morton Robinson on the top in the mid-range shot. Cuthwell will take another three, and he will not convert. Rebounded by Donaldson. Takes it up court. Donaldson will pass it out to Wolf. Wolf, a bit of a sloppy pass right there. We're able to recover. Passes inside of Goldin. Goldin fouled, and they're going to call a travel, and the ball will go back to Purdue Fort Wayne. 12 turnover for Wolverines so far this game.
It's a good call on that travel. Wolf caught it sort of in front of the free throw line. I think wasn't sure of his decision. He was going to go up from there or kick it to a shooter in the corner. Sort of got caught in between and traveled. Want to go back real quick to the previous play. Just Roddy Gale Jr. went up for that pass and made a play on a wide receiver's athletic finish for Roddy Gale.
And Nelson's going to take a shot. He can convert it from the outside. Wide open, is able to convert it. Just the third three for Purdue Fort Wayne this game. Donaldson working on the top of the perimeter. Drives in, finds a man. Wild pass, just can't get it to Gale in the corner. Another 13th turnover for Michigan today.
Yeah, Donaldson swung that to the right wing where Gale Jr. had been, and he sort of flashed deeper into the corner. Donaldson pass already in the air. Just a bit of a miscommunication between point guard and trying to kick it to a shooter.
Bello will take it up top of the key. Morton Robertson will drive it in, looking, probing, can't find anything. Passes out Jackson. Jackson at the top of the key. Floater, and he's able to nail it. Jalen Jackson with 19 points so far in this game. Really been the only bright spot for this team. And Goldin's going to work it inside, finds in the corner. Burnett passes it out. Michigan bit of a reset here. Goldin drives it in, takes it in. Vlad Goldin got the ball on the 3-point line, able to spin in, get a nice basket. And Michigan up 71-36 with 13 minutes left. Easy basket for Jalen Jackson. He's up to 21 points. Just a bit of a defensive breakdown right there, able to find a guy wide open in the post. And Trey Donaldson's going to take the ball in right here. Donaldson hot, near the half-court line, gets it into Gale. Gale takes a screen from Wolf. Wolf backing down on Jackson, looking for a clear out, gets a screen from Goldin. And a bad pass that's going to get intercepted by Morton Robertson. Finds an open man in Bello for three. And this Purdue Fort Wayne team converts from the perimeter. Michigan leads 71-41 off the three of Bello. And Donaldson drives it, tries to dish it off the Wolf. Another turnover for the Wolverines. Bello in transition, can't convert. Donaldson transition up to Burnett. He's going to slam it home. Michigan able to get the outlet pass to Burnett in transition. He's just able to slam it home. Bello working on the perimeter. Gets a screen from Cutwell. And deflected, blocked by Vlad Goldin. And a lot of subs coming in for Michigan. Sam Walters is going to come in, LJ Casons, Justin Pippen, and Will Cheddar. Exiting the game is Vlad Goldin, Trey Donaldson, and Danny Wolf.
A lot of stuff happening there. Michigan continues to just dominate on offense, but went inside a little bit there. Vlad Goldin got going. Down the other way for Purdue Fort Wayne, their first 3 assists of the game all came in the last couple
pass on the inbounds. Burnett's going to get the ball intercepted. Pippen in transition, cannot get it to go. It's going to be taken. The ball's going to be taken up by Jalen Jackson, working on Pippen on top of the key. Gets by him. Nice recovery by Cheddar. 3-point shot will not fall. Chris Morgan took the 3-point shot right there. Could not convert. Burnett, Case on the top of perimeter. Burnett's going to take a deep three. And it airballed it. Deep 3-point shot. Bit of a heat check for Burnett there, who's been good from the perimeter so far tonight. Just maybe just not a great shot attempt from him right there.
Yeah, tough look there for Burnett. Just pulled up, I don't know, 2 or 3 steps off the line. A shot he can make, but came up short there. And look, when you're up 73-41, is it the best shot ever? No, but at this point in the game, I think you largely live with it. And Burnett immediately tapped the front of his jersey, my bad. And this Michigan offense has just still shot the ball so well, and Burnett has in particular shot it at a good clip. And he misses one from deep. He misses one from deep when you're already up 73-41 with 12 to play.
Yeah, this Michigan team definitely not shooting the same clip as they did from in the first half. They've definitely cooled off in that department. Still an efficient offensive performance in the second half. They have 5 of 7 of their last shots. They have worked inside a lot more, but a couple of possessions, a little concerning. A lot more upticks and turnovers as this team would like. Some lazy passes. Again, Goldin had a bit of a travel there. Just just some things as the fan base really wants to see cleaned up, especially since this really has been the Achilles heel of this Michigan team so far.
Sure, but I think those are valid concerns. But, I mean, look, Michigan's still at 73% from the field, 59% from 3. You're going to win any ball game that you shoot the ball that well from the field and from 3-point range. It's just you miss a couple mistakes here and there. Certainly the turnovers are something you want to cut down. There are 15 turnovers now, and ideally you want that lower in a game where you've been so dominant. But, again, it's a part of how fast this team plays in transition. It's somewhat inevitable that you're going to turn the ball over at some point. The ones you want to get rid of are the turnovers in the half court. You just can't have those, and it's something that I think Dusty May and this team are going to continue to try to cut down. And I mean, John Beilein used to say that you live with a 50-50 shot. You don't want a 50-50 pass. And the Wolverines sometimes get a little aggressive, trying to hit cutters. And the goal behind that's not a bad thing. You're trying to find your teammates, set them up, but sometimes you just got to be a little bit more careful in the half court. And I think as these guys gel together, as this season rolls on, we're still only in December for a team with 11 newcomers. That number's going to keep going down and down and down, and this team's going to keep getting better and better as the year goes on.
Yeah, and a bit of a positive light for Purdue Fort Wayne for the second half. Finally, be able to find their range in the second half. Maximus Nelson hit and Rasheed Bello both converted threes in the last couple of possessions. That is a definite improvement for this Purdue Fort Wayne that has just not been able to find their range whatsoever in this game. Morgan's going to take the ball in from the baseline. Jackson takes the ball up court. Jackson matched up against LJ Case and gets it off to Morgan. Morgan passes out to Cuthwell. Corey Hadnot passes out to Chris Morgan. Morgan working on Case and gets the ball deflected out. Late shot clock, 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Morgan's going to have to force a deep shot, and it's no good. Michigan will get the rebound. Great defensive effort on that play by Gail J. Casey. He's just hounding Chris Morgan. Just nothing able there for Purdue Fort Wayne. Pippen, a lot of the substitutes in the game for Michigan so far. Will Cheddar dishes out to Roddy Gale, takes a screen from Cheddar, drives in, looks for a man, and Walters gets it back out to Will Cheddar for a wide open look, can't convert. Cuthwell comes down with the rebound, gets it up to Morgan. Morgan gets it to Jackson. Jackson matched up against Sam Walters. Inside, Hadnot working on Cheddar, takes a mid-range shot, can't convert. Rebounded by Janert. And that will be rebounded by Cheddar right there. Gale passes up to Pippen. Pippen Jr. Cheddar on the perimeter, gets it back, works it around. Right at the free throw line, can't find someone, finally backs it out to Pippen. Pippen working, finds Gale in the corner. Gale's going to drive in, slips, gets fouled, however. Bit of a stagnant possession for Michigan, but they're able to draw a foul.
Yeah, the Wolverines barely penetrated the three-point arc with the basketball there until Pippen went downhill and kicked it to Gale, who did the same. The previous possession had been a really gorgeous one as the Wolverines went in, kicked it back out, and eventually the Cheddar wide open three that he couldn't can.
Pippen's going to trigger it into Walters. Walters with momentum, gets the basket to go. Nice inbound set right there for Michigan. They able to convert quick off the inbound pass from Pippen. Pippen matched up against Bello in transition. He's going to work against Cheddar, takes a mid-range shot and can't convert. Rebounded by Pippen. Pippen taking up court in transition. Nothing there. Michigan's going to slow it down. Kaysen's going to drive in. Goes up strong. Michigan extends their lead 77-41 with 9:40 left on the clock. Bello splits a double team, finds a man wide open. Hadnot in the corner. He can't convert. He was hot going into this game, shooting 3 of 5 against both Eastern Michigan and Defiance. Just can't seem to get anything going in this game. And Cheddar on the perimeter working against Elise. Pippen will get the ball on a catch and shoot opportunity, can't convert. Gale with the rebound inside will go back up and can't convert there either. Rebounded by Purdue Fort Wayne. He's got a little bit of a blow-by right there and call foul on the floor. Trey Lewis, the Michigan native, can't able to get to the basket, draw a blocking foul right there. Just the first foul against Michigan this half. Purdue Fort Wayne going to trigger it in, goes into Hadnot. Matched up against Pippen. He's going to take Pippen inside. Gets fouled. Basket won't go, but he'll shoot too. Foul goes on Justin Pippen. Third personal foul. He leads Michigan in fouls so far in this game.
Bit of an aside, but it looks like Sharon Moore and a bunch of members of the football team have walked in through the tunnel.
Hadnot at the line, shooting his first. He will convert here. Hadnot, along with a lot of players for Purdue Fort Wayne, again, great three-point shooter. It just has not found his range so far this game. Trey Donaldson's going to check in for Roddy Gale Jr. Hadnot waiting for his second free throw attempt. That one will also go for Hadnot. 77-43 with 8:55 left to go in the game. Michigan leading by 34 points. Donaldson quick. Walters with a quick straight-on three-point shot can't go. Quick possession there for Michigan. He's gonna get that in transition. Can't convert. Shot was up by Maximus Nelson. Could not convert. And Donaldson's gonna bring it up court. Donaldson rifles it over to Walters. Walters driving. Dishes out to Cheddar. A nice, pretty play right there for Wolverines. So they extend their lead, 79-43 with 8:25 to go. Bello will take it up court. Defended by Cheddar. Cheddar blocks him off. On the perimeter, Nelson wanted a shot. Passes it out. Goes to Jackson, matched up against Walters. And he's going to get fouled on drive. Again, Jackson really aggressive so far this game. Driving to the basket. Again, a lot of Purdue Fort Wayne has settled for a lot of three-point shots this game. Just has not worked out for them so far.
Yeah, they've taken a lot, haven't made a lot. 4 for 30. Jalen Jackson back to the stripe. He's really been the antithesis of that. He's gone down to the cup. He's 8 for 14 from the field and has just been really efficient on the drive. He's 5 for 5 from the free throw line. It's just been a really impressive game for Jackson as he showed off his individual scoring arsenal.
He converts the first free throw. He's going to second free throw for Jackson. No, he'll miss that. Jackson will be 6 and 7 from the free throw line. His first miss. And Michigan's going to take this up court. Passes, tries to skip it in the corner. Walters driving, loses the ball, but will get fouled. That will take us to another timeout. Michigan leading 79-44 with 7:57 left in the clock. This is WCBN FM Ann Arbor, live from the Crisler Center. Michigan with a dominant performance so far in this game. Again, only real downside of this game so far is Michigan's turnover issues have continued. They average about 14 a game. They're at 15. Again, just a kind of a frustrating trend for Michigan so far this year. While in the Oklahoma game, they got it down to a 10, which is still a relatively high mark, but it's an improvement for this team. Bit of a regression in that regard for this team so far this game.
Big applause here in the big house as the football team, Sharon Moore, was announced. They're throwing jerseys from the court, but look, this has been the kind of performance you wanted to see from this Michigan basketball team. 2 close losses. You have a chance to play a mid-major at home. This is what you wanted to see. They're dominating through the second half. They've shot the 3 at a high clip. These are the kind of signs you wanted to see. Sure, they could cut the turnovers down, but for the most part, this has been a really good performance for Michigan, and I apologize for leaving the scoreboard on first half. It's been the second for quite a while if you've been tuned in.
Yeah, I mean, this Purdue Fort Wayne team, they're no slouches. I mean, against UCF, they only lost by 5 points, and they took Penn State pretty deep into a tough game, and Penn State has been a pretty surprising team so far in the Big Ten. So this is a team that's shown that they can compete with Power 5 schools, and they just kind of been dismantled so far by this Michigan team so far. 35-point lead with about 8 minutes left in this game, and again, Michigan has just been efficient in every regard. Just some issues with turnovers, and it's a very balanced effort from this team. Not real one guy standout guy. Trey Donaldson leads his team in 12 points, but I mean, Damari Burnett has 10 points. Roddy Gale adds 12. Vlad Goldin, who was a bit quiet in the first half, has had 13. Very good team effort from this team so far, and again, that's been reflected in the score so far in this game. Horn's going to sound and signal the end of that timeout. Michigan leads 79-44 with 7:57 left on the clock.
And you talked about how well Purdue Fort Wayne did against a couple other big major teams, UCF, Penn State. look, if you shoot the three at the volume they do and you're connecting, you can hang with anybody. Problem is today they're 4 for 30, and that's 13%. Not going to be good enough, and especially when Michigan has been as efficient as they have been.
And Pippen's going to inbound the ball, gets it into the corner of Kaysen will drive it in. Can't find it, can't find the lane. Jace Howard checks into the game for the first time and gets it out to the outside to LJ Kaysen. Trey Donaldson working a pick and roll with Danny Wolf, finds Pippen, can't want a three-point shot, will drive in, takes it straight to the hoop. Justin Pippen with a solid performance, 8 points so far for the young freshman. Michigan and leads 81-44. Bello will take a three-point shot from the perimeter, and that one will rattle in. Rashid Bello with the second three of the game. Pippen will take it up court. Wolf, Donaldson, Wolf in the pick and roll action. Can't get the go. Skip finds Pippen in the corner. Pippen drives it in, dishes out. LJ Kaysen wide open, and he can't convert. Tapped out. Offensive rebound by Michigan. Out to Donaldson. Donaldson working on Quentin Robertson, and he'll drive in and can't convert. Gets his own rebound and puts it in. Trey Donaldson with up to 14 points. He's Michigan's leading scorer so far this game. Bello on top of the perimeter. He's going to work it around with, and he's going to get out to Jackson. Jackson driving in, being aggressive, scoops in it, and he can't convert. Donaldson will drive it up court, takes it in, wide open lane to the basket. Nifty ball handling from Trey Donaldson right there. He's up to 16 points in this game.
That's the sham god right there from Trey Donaldson, and just dusted a Purdue Fort Wayne defender for 2.
Trey Lewis will take a three-point shot over Wolf. Can't convert, tapped out. Going to rule Purdue Fort Wayne basketball there. They'll retain possession coming into the game. Had not, and Cuthrell. Cheddar's going to check in for the game for Danny Wolf. Fat Brooks comes in the game for Trey Donaldson. All subs out there for Michigan.
Yeah, for the
this
first
game.
time.
It's 85-47, 6:10 left on the game clock. We're going to inbound to Cuthrell. Top to Keith Bello, matched up against Jace Howard. Fat Brooks defending Jackson. Jackson drives in, nice move, and he finishes. Jackson driving has been the most consistent offense for Purdue Fort Wayne this game. 85-49 Michigan. Pippen working around the horn, drives in, can't find anybody. Cross court pass to Kaysen. Kaysen gets the ball stripped. Howard recovers it, and he's going to get called for offensive foul on Jace Howard right there.
Oh, excuse me, I misevaluated. I thought they were calling that defensive. Jace sort of went downhill, turned to fade away, but barreled in there.
Kind of thought that was a blocking foul, but no, they're going to go offensive foul on Jace Howard. 85-49 with 5:30 left on the clock. Stars still out there. Stars still out there for Purdue Fort Wayne. Bello gonna drive it in. Can't find it. Can't get a lane. Passes it out. Had not working around the horn. Gets double teamed. Pippen harassed him out in the perimeter. Finds Jackson. Matched up against Cheddar. He's gonna pull up for 3 and converts.
He's having himself a day, no matter what else this Purdue Fort Wayne team is doing.
Jalen Jackson with an amazing performance so far this game, and regardless of how the pretty poor team game. And Cheddar gets blocked, rebounded by Justin Pippen, and he has up to 10 points. Young freshman goes into double figures for the first time in his career. Bello on the perimeter is going to work it against Howard. Howard hounding him. Going to get to Jackson. Had not working on Pippen. Had not will drive it. Had not still trying to get work on Pippen. Nice defense by the young freshman. Gets it into Jackson. Late shot clock. 3 seconds left. And a foul late in the shot clock in Jackson as he falls down. And checking into the game is going to be Chris Morgan and Chandler Cuthrell. Coming now is LSC and Jackson.
That's Pippen's 4th foul in only 15 minutes. Otherwise, the freshman has played a really good game, and Michigan's still rolling with these 5 bench players. Dusty May hadn't been able to go to that until later in this one. He went to Jace Howard and Fat Brooks out of his rotation. Reuben Jones sort of rolled an ankle early, hasn't come back in. So I'm going to keep an eye on in the coming days for this Michigan squad.
Fort Wayne inbounding it. They're going to get it to Cuthrell. Cuthrell to Morton Robertson. Robertson working on, passes it out. Hadnot able to convert. Again, effective three-point shoot from Hadnot. Just hasn't been able to find a shot so far. Fort Wayne trails 87-55. Michigan offense now. Cheddar driving in, can't get anything. Passes it out to Kaysen. Kaysen working on Morton Robertson. Pippen in the corner. Pippen looking for something, not much. Gets into Cheddar, late shot clock. Cheddar gets it up and he's fouled.
That was a smart possession there for Michigan. Cheddar had a little on him for a long time. Pippen was looking from the right wing to try to get it into him and couldn't. So instead, Jace Howard flashed to the right elbow. Pippen threw it to him, and then Howard had a better angle for an entry pass and put it right into the hand of Cheddar, who was able to draw the foul and he'll shoot 2 after the break.
Michigan continuing to dominate this game so far, even with the subs in, and it's just been top to down a great performance by this team. Everybody, most of the rotation guys that have gotten the game have been able to score. Only scoreless players are Fat Brooks and Jace Howard, who get a lot more limited minutes compared to the rest of the team. And again, really good, great team effort, as we already talked about. Danny Wolf, only 4 points, 2 of 3, with 11 rebounds and 5 assists. I mean, the last couple of games, he's really been the main driver of the Michigan's offense, especially against Wisconsin and those 2 games against Arkansas and Oklahoma. Quiet game from him, but he hasn't really needed to be aggressive on the offensive end. He's been able to take much more of a pass role as a ball distributor and rebounder rather than being a primary scorer.
Yeah, and Michigan has just been able to do it as a team effort, and that's the kind of style of basketball Dusty May wants to play. This is not an ISO team in any regard. This is a team that wants to push the pace, play freely, move the basketball, and all year long, I think I've been saying, and a lot of other people have too, that the ball doesn't stick with anybody in this Michigan rotation. That's such a beautiful sight, and we've seen it today. Everybody's been pretty efficient, able to get their shots, and again, Michigan will push the pace with anybody off a rip except pretty much Goldin, and it's just been a fun style to watch, and we've seen it tonight, and the spread out scoring is a welcome sign. If everybody can shoot the basketball, everybody can score the basketball, that gives Dusty May a lot of options in this rotation, and you don't feel like you're losing anything with any of your top 8, 9 guys in there.
Yeah, while Danny Wolf had a quiet night, he has a plus 37 on the box score so far. Quiet night, but he's definitely made an impact in this game, helping this team win. And while Michigan going forward, they have Western Kentucky to close out their 2024 stretch. Then they got a trip to LA. They got to play both the LA teams that begin the second half of Big Ten play, or primary Big Ten play. Both those teams will be tough. They have a little bit of a reunion game against their former player Terrence Williams the third, and then they also a very tough game in Westwood against UCLA. It's a very well-coached Mick Cronin squad. So Michigan's going to have their opportunities to prove themselves after another tough 2 stretch. Will Cheddar gets ready for his 2 free throw attempts.
And that California trip's going to be another good test for this Michigan team.
Cheddar's going to knock down his first free throw attempt right there.
Obviously, the close losses to Oklahoma and Arkansas, and now you're getting into Big Ten play. You start out 2 road games against 2 solid teams. It's a good test and a chance for Michigan to take down one of those squads and finally add on to the top of their resume.
Cheddar's going to go 2 for 2 right there. Michigan lead 89-55 with 3:41. Morgan's going to take it up court, man. Hounded by Pippen. Morgan looking for something. He's gonna find Hadnot working on Kaysen. Kaysen is able to hedge him on the drive. Drives in, puts it up a shot, short. Michigan gets the rebound. Pippen will bring it up court. Lineup for Michigan's Pippen, Walters, Howard, Kaysen, and Brooks. A lot of reliever minutes in here for Michigan. Pippen, who's had a great day so far for the Wolverines, gets into Howard. Howard gonna drive it in. He gets blocked. Jace Howard, bit of a hard drive right there. No call. Morton Robertson's gonna take it up court. And Maximus Nelson for 3, can't convert. Another guy who shoots a lot of threes for his Purdue Fort Wayne shot, not able to convert. Struggled so far today. Pippen will run the offense here from Michigan. Jace Howard with a mid-range shot, can't convert there. Looks like this team wants Jace Howard to get a bucket in this game so far. They've gone to him in the last 2 possessions. Howard now defending Cuthrell. Bad pass. That's going to be a backcourt violation of Purdue Fort Wayne. Michigan will get the ball back on their side of the court.
Things have stagnated a little bit here both ways. This Michigan group not doing as good of a job scoring the ball. It's no surprise. I've been impressed by Justin Pippen's wiggle one-on-one, and him and LJ Kaysen both have just looked really promising as freshmen. And Fat Brooks, too, with what he brings on the defensive side of the ball. This could be a really good freshman class down the stretch for Dusty May.
Pippen inside will take a tough shot. Can't get off the glass. Rebounded. No. Purdue Fort Wayne turned the ball over on the rebound. Michigan will retain possession here with 2 minutes left. 89-55 is the score. Michigan looking to improve it. Michigan likely going to improve to 9-3 on the season. Quick foul on the inbound. Maximus Nelson got off-ball foul on the inbound. Michigan is now in the bonus. Applaud for the football teams. They exit the stadium. Exit the arena. Pippen takes a screen from Howard, drives in, finds Kaysen inside, spins, nothing, gets cut off. Out to Brooks on the perimeter. Brooks, 5 seconds shot clock. Kaysen gonna take a 3-point shot, can't convert, rebound. And they're gonna call on a loose ball foul on the rebound. Jace Howard called for another foul. Now Purdue Fort Wayne's in the bonus. $89-55, 141 left on the clock. Michigan nearing their second last game of 2024. Morgan cut off by pounded by Jace Howard, skips in the corner. Cuthrell for 3, that one's short. Pippen will take it up court. Find Walters in the corner, gets fouled on 3. Oh, it's gonna be an off-ball fall on Michigan. Michigan had a 3-point shot with Sam Walters there. He connected, but foul before the shot on Michigan. Looks like Sam Walters is going to check out right here.
Get Harrison Hochberg, one of the walk-ons, in here for Michigan.
89-55 with 121 left on the clock. All subs in for Michigan late in this game. Morgan skips it out. Maximus Nelson for 3. That one's short as well. Brooks will take it up court. It's going to Michigan working the ball around. Under 1 minute left on the clock. Kaysen will backing down. Finds Pippen. Pippen wanted a 3-point shot, passed it up. Kaysen will drive in, working on Morgan, trying to shake him off. Finds Brooks inside, and he'll turn the ball over. Double dribble called on Fat Brooks inside right there.
A couple of chances for Michigan to take a shot from 3 there that nobody took the trigger on. But I mean, look, Michigan 89, Purdue Fort Wayne 55, 43 seconds to go. You got the walk-on Hochberg in, now Ian Burns in there. This has just been a wire-to-wire complete win for the Wolverines.
Morgan is being hounded by Pippen. Pippen plays with a lot of intensity on the defensive end. We get over to Trey Lewis in the top of the key. Lewis passes to Morgan out in the corner. Hadnot working on Ian Burns. Burns gets rejected by Bird rejects Hadnot late in this game. Michigan's bench liking that so far right there. Nice from the bench guys making a late defensive play. 19 seconds, 6 seconds left in the shot clock. 89-55 is the score. Charlie May is going to check in the game for Justin Pippin.
This is fun. Get the walk-ons in. Get the Howard Isley Jr.
Howard Isley Jr. is going to also check in the game for Fat Brooks.
Yeah, all 4 walk-ons in there for Michigan. And this is good. Get these guys. I mean, let them have some fun in the last 19 seconds and wear the maize and blue.
Evan Morgan passes it out, takes a 3. Trey Lewis will connect, and that will be the end of the game. Michigan will likely run the ball out here. 10 seconds left. And that will finish out this game. Michigan will dribble it out right here, or maybe Burns thought about a 3-point shot, passes it up, and that will conclude this game. Final score 89, Michigan 89, Purdue Fort Wayne 58. Michigan improves to 9-3 in the season. Purdue Fort Wayne will fall to Purdue Fort Wayne will fall to 9-5 on the year. Strong effort for Michigan this game, top start to finish. Great performance by Michigan on both ends of the court, and they're going to come up with a 31-point win against the Mastodons of Purdue Fort Wayne.
Yeah, this was a really strong performance for Michigan through and through. I mean, look, this game was pretty much over after the first half. The Wolverines dominated throughout that possession and really throughout the game. A lot of promising signs for the Wolverines. They finished 10 for 21 from 3. The usual rotations guys were at a little bit of a higher clip than that even, and it was just an encouraging sign for this team to shoot the 3-point ball well after struggling in the last couple of contests. Turnover is still a minor issue. 18 turnovers against a Purdue Fort Wayne team that Michigan shouldn't be turning the ball over 18 times in a game. They win 89-58. But look, a lot of promising signs. You wanted to see this team come home to the Crisler Center and dominate, and that's exactly what they've done. They'll get another chance to do so against Western Kentucky next week before the schedule gets a little bit tougher. And look, I think this team has played a tough non-con, and I think they're ready for a competitive Big Ten slate coming up down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan obviously played a pretty tough non-conference schedule. SEC this year basketball looks like it's outerworldly, and they just played 2 pretty good teams in the SEC so far. Came up short disappointingly, and well, they recover here tonight, this afternoon here against Purdue Fort Wayne. I mean, Trey Donaldson put in another great performance. He was Michigan's leading scorer, 16 points, 2 of 4 from 3, adding 3 assists. Again, Justin Pippin had a surprising performance. He added 10 points. He got a lot of good minutes in this game, especially since early on Michigan guards had a bit of picked up quick two fouls. He came in, played some nice minutes, and well, again, the second half, Roddy Gale Jr. had a pretty good second half, both on the boards and finishing and scoring-wise. Vlad Goldin also woke up a bit in the second half, so great team effort from this team. Michigan comes on next Sunday. We'll have a week off until their next game next Sunday against Western Kentucky. Another Western Kentucky team that made the tournament last year. They've had some talented players go through there. Probably another game Michigan should win, but again, definitely not the easiest opponent going into Big Ten play.
Yeah, not the easiest opponent, but obviously another game that Michigan should take care of. And I'm just really encouraged by how this team has looked. Look, they have the 3 losses. The number running around is that it's a total of 5 points, and they've played everybody competitively, and I'm just very encouraged by the depth of this team. This top 8, maybe 9, top 7, maybe 8 or 9 if you stretch it to Pippin and Kaysen is just really deep, very versatile. You've got guys that can shoot it, stretch the floor, guard every position, and I just really think this is a team that is built to hang with anybody, and I'm excited to see them down the stretch, second half of the season.
Yeah, I mean, Big Ten this year looks a lot wide open compared to previous years. This Michigan team should be right in the mix from start to finish in the Big Ten play. They already picked up 2 big wins in Big Ten play against Iowa and Wisconsin. They should be able to compete with the Big Ten, in which they finished dead last year. So looking for improvement in this team. This Michigan team actually surpasses their win total from last year. They're up to 9 wins. surpasses the 8 wins they had last year. Improvement already in the first year of Dusty May. And that'll be it for us live from Ann Arbor. Michigan defeats Purdue Fort Wayne 89-58. I'm Charlie Mitchell with Alex Miller. Thank you for your time tonight, and go Blue.